Well, all right. We'd like to welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the spice side of the Caribbean. We call it Grenada. Of course, there's a lot that we have to tell you about tonight, boy. As usual, mostly things that are happening here in Grenada. Maybe a little of Trinidad, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, other parts of the Caribbean, and by extension, the region and the wider world. Of course, this is what we call news discussed, not told. So we are discussing the news. Of course, my input is as important as yours. We'd like to say those of you who are tuning in on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, welcome. And those of you who are on Facebook, welcome as well. If you have not yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the program. You see, when you share the program, that's how other people get to know that we are live. So go ahead and share the business. All right, and let's take a look at what's making the headlines for tonight. Fully vaccinated persons attending upcoming large events won't need to follow COVID restrictions. For example, no mask wearing, no 6 feet social distancing. You can just free up yourself. We'll talk to you more about that in a moment. Police in search of Trinidad national, who's also of Grenadian roots, who might have entered the country illegally. However, family members say he has been in police custody. The NIS is to put non-compliant employers on blast. Hey, Grenadian national breaches the entry protocol. We'll tell you about that as well. And one person entering Grenada forged their vaccination document, says the health minister. And a police officer has been charged for grievous harm. Unheard of. We'll talk to you about that. And a Grenadian is charged for killing a businessman in Trinidad. So we'll talk to you about that and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live program. Sometimes I was born when I come on the program. After such a long day getting things and putting things together, sometimes, oh boy. You understand? It's like you run a race and when you're almost to the finish line, bun. Anyway. Good night to you, and we hope that you had yourself a good day today. All right? And of course, now you're ready for some news. So we have to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Real Value IGA Supermarket, the Housing Authority of Grenada, the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Coates Grenada Limited, all right, Digicel, Nawasa, and the Ministry of Health. And of course, we want to say thank you to all our sponsors currently part of this production. We're taking our first break and we'll return shortly. If you have not yet done so, again, we'd like to encourage you to please go ahead and share the business.
Refresh and win. Refresh and win $10,000 cash with Coca-Cola. Yes, you could be the lucky winner of $10,000 cash when you enjoy a 591 ml or 355 ml Coca-Cola original taste or 591 ml Sprite. Look under the special yellow cap to find your unique code and text to 423-1131 or enter via the web portal lnq.in/Coca-Cola-GD to win weekly cash prizes, grocery vouchers, meal vouchers, mobile credits, free Coca-Cola, or the grand prize of $10,000 cash. Refresh and enter as often as you like. Coca-Cola. Open for better. Terms and conditions apply. Visit Coca-Cola Grenada on Facebook and Instagram for details. Please follow all COVID-19 protocols when redeeming prizes.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom.
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
All right, thank you very much. And we get right into what's making the news tonight. Again, for those of you who are just joining us, we'd like to say welcome to you. Now, the Barbados-based Caribbean Climate Outlook Forum, that is CARICOF, they say the early wet season is forecast to bring an increase in wet days and wet spells, and that there is no major concern for shorter-term drought by the end of August in the Caribbean. In its latest Caribbean Climate Outlook Bulletin released, CARICOF said that the increase in wet days and wet spells over the next 3 months will result in a decrease in dryness, wildfire potential, and dust levels, as well as an increase in water levels in soils, rivers, and reservoirs. It says, however, the potential for flash floods and long-term flooding and cascading impacts will increase from moderate to high by August in the islands, while it will decrease from high to moderate in the Guyanas. Now, it says that heat discomfort brought about by the high temperatures peaking during recurrent heat waves and increasing humidity in the air will likewise increase towards August. A small increasing trend in tropical cyclone activity is expected with a busy Atlantic hurricane season on forecast. All right, just thought we should share that with you as we move on. Now, the Ministry of Health, together with the permanent secretaries, the management and staff of the Ministry of Health, and Social Security, they have received some bad news, and they say that they are saddened, by the passing of one of their very own. And some of you may know her. That's the former chief community health nurse, Miss Lydia Francis. Now, according to reports, Nurse Francis died this morning in the United States, where she was receiving medical treatment. You know, very, very, very popular person. You see that as a former head of the community nursing division, her dedication to her professional calling was unmatched, and she demonstrated genuine love for her patients even after retiring. You know, it's always really hard and tough. You know, when you, see somebody who was cared for you has died, and so unexpectedly. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's a tough one. Now, according to the Minister for Health, fully vaccinated persons attending upcoming large events won't need to follow any sort of COVID-19 restrictions while at the event. We're talking about things like wearing of masks and social distancing. They're saying that that may not be necessary.
Up until now, individuals who wanted to have a party or event, it would be limited in number, and the social protocols or distance protocols would be in place in terms of wearing of the masks, unless persons were seated at tables or seated at the bar or consuming, drinking or eating and moving around. It was expected that persons would be moving around with their mask on. For the events coming up, because all those who will be entering are fully vaccinated and therefore not at risk, therefore individuals would be expected to be able to move around freely, and quite likely, if they so chose not to wear the mask, we still recommend that you do, because you're only going to be in that event for a couple of hours. So that is why it is still recommended, but individuals at those events can feel safe that they are among other persons, or all other persons around them are fully vaccinated.
That's a very interesting development coming from the Ministry of Health. Olio. You know, while at the press conference, the Minister for Health also revealed that a Grenadian breached the entry protocol. Jimmy Braveboy, a Grenadian national who resided on the island of Trinidad, recently entered, according to police, the island of Petit Martinique via a fishing vessel. He later traveled via the Osprey lines to the mainland Grenada and failed to adhere to quarantine procedures on entry into the country. Now, police are presently in search of this individual, according to police in a press release that was sent out today. In fact, it goes on to further state anyone with information relative to his whereabouts is asked to contact the nearest police station. The announcement of that individual and that breach was made at today's press conference.
We got information that there is one individual who apparently came into Grenada illegally from Trinidad via Carriacou by boat. He is, or his family is from the New Hampshire area. He is still at large, and we're asking individuals who may have information to come forward to the nearest police station or health center. The individual apparently came in on Saturday, from the information we have, via a vessel or speedboat to Carriacou, then to Grenada, and is from the New Hampshire area. Up until now,
yes, sorry for that. Yes, so that was the minister, and of course then we read to you what police sent out today. However, family members are refuting, saying that Braveboy has been in police custody since. In fact, one family member said that he's been in police custody even before the release was sent out by the police. We have since, before coming on the program, followed up on this with the police, and the police said that he is now in police custody. Of course, we'll have more details on that for you as police continue their investigation in our next newscast, which will be tomorrow, God's willing. However, Should that be a breach as perceived, this is going to be the second time in a matter of weeks an individual has failed to quarantine. You would recall that Pat Bruno, a Grenadian American citizen, was arrested and charged for violating Grenada's COVID-19 regulations after he failed to quarantine as per regulation. The individual arrived in Grenada on Saturday, 15th May 2021. They say he boarded a taxi then and he went to Mardi Gras, St. George, and was allegedly mingling with several persons and so on. He was since charged by police, all right? So that was a separate incident. And we are hearing of another incident again where the Minister for Health is stating that an individual apparently forged his vaccination document.
In fact, last week we also had an individual trying to forge their vaccination card coming from the US. So we are constantly at threat. Individuals are constantly trying to circumnavigate and get around the various restrictions that we put in place to keep us safe and them safe. But still, some individuals try to breach it or believe that they are above it. So we are constantly at risk. Someone coming in who is not fully vaccinated, pretending to be vaccinated, they will be charged. And also, we would give serious consideration because that individual would be forging a US document, a CDC document, that we would also report them to the US authorities. And there are very severe fines in the US as well. So the person might end up finding themselves being charged here in Grenada, and then when they return to the US also being charged.
Thank you very much, Honorable Nicholas Steele, Minister for Health. According to police, Kenny Harry, a corporal of police, was arrested and charged by officers attached to the Criminal Investigation Department for the offense of grievous harm on Tuesday, June 1st, that's today, 2021. The officer was charged following an alleged incident between himself and a resident of Pearls, St. Andrew, that occurred on February 13, 2021. He was granted bail in the amount of $10,000 with one surety. Harry was suspended from active duty in the Royal Grenada Police Force. Now, one would remember, I think it was last week, and even before that, we told you of a gentleman by the name of Ronald Charles, who accused the police of brutalizing him.
What happened? He had a fight that took place in my area right here. My business is about a quarter mile away from here, actually. And at the end of the day, the officers came. They asked me if I knew about the fight. I told them I don't know nothing about the fight. Then it happened that they came back after curfew. I was on my business place, which I sleep there because I don't want nobody to break into it and stuff like that. He happened to pick me up, brought me on the camp, and actually asked me questions about who hit Vera, which I was not the person who hit Vera. So then I chose was not to answer. I told him, like, any question I'm going to answer is, if you ask me anything to do with my business, I'll answer. But to do the fight, I know nothing about it. So then he said, okay, sit there. You're going to sleep here tonight. Sleep on the cold wall there. You're going to, and after that, we're going to let you go in the morning. While I was sitting there, he was talking. He was still asking me about the fight. I was not answering him. I was just looking at him. After he make me a blow with a batter. Yeah, but before that, when he tell me sit, I fold my foot. Sit down. I didn't go against the law because he's an officer. While sitting there, he hit me and told me stretch my foot. I did stretch my foot. After that, I was looking at him. He told me stop looking at him. Continue looking at him because I know it's not an offense. It's not a charge. He make me a blow with the batter again. He took me across my eye, which then my eye started bleeding. I understand. After that, at the end of the day,
he accuses the police of also breaking his nose, among other things. Last week as well, his attorney, Jerry Edwin, say he plans on taking this matter very seriously on behalf of his client, so much so that they will be filing a claim against the government of Grenada and the Royal Grenada Police Force.
We are bringing an action against the Royal Grenada Police Force and the government of Grenada for beating young Ronald Charles mercilessly. This young man does not even have any feeling in his nose. That's not the way police should proceed. When the police do right, we say they do right and we compliment them. When they are wrong, we take them out to the whipping shed.
And that's where we are with this particular matter. We are moving on. The next thing that we understand is that there's a Grenadian who's again in trouble in Trinidad and Tobago. His name is Bones. He's been charged for the murder of Point 14 proprietor, Mr. Everall Dublin. The Homicide Bureau of Investigation, acting in accordance with the advice of the DPP, laid the charges against the 27-year-old Ryan Bones, also known as Ryan Bowen. All right. They say that on May 20th, 2021, Everall Dublin, 55, was found by his children at his home with gunshot injuries. He was last heard of on May 19, 2021, by his daughter, who had a telephone conversation with him about 4 p.m. They say the scene was processed by criminal crime scene personnel, and 4.45 spent shell cases were found along with one or with other items of evidential value, leading to the arrest of Bones. Bones is expected to appear virtually before the Point 14 Magistrates Court on June 2nd, which is tomorrow, to answer to the charge. This is not the first time he's getting himself in trouble with the law in Trinidad and Tobago. The National Insurance Scheme is preparing to put non-compliant employers on blast. In a bulletin sent out to the press, the National Insurance Scheme say effective August 1st, 2021, the National Insurance Scheme will be publishing the names of non-compliant employers in the local newspaper and on their social media platform. They are encouraging all business owners to ensure that their businesses are compliant to avoid penalties. Ay, ay, ay. That one, my friends, is interesting. As we move on, in the NBA tonight, Lakers and Suns will continue their battle together tonight to see who will go ahead in the series. Currently, they are locked at 2 apiece with 3 games remaining. The game jumps off at 10 this evening. In other games on the day's schedule, Nets with a 3-1 advantage will again come up against the Celtics, and that game should be wrapping up just about now. And starting now, Trailblazers and Nuggets, currently 2 apiece, will meet another time. Now, let's see how that will go. Last night, the Grizzlies and the Jazz played to. I wanted the Grizzlies to win, but Jazz did. All right. Anyway, what the hell. So, for the NBA lovers, you have another nail-biting night ahead. We are taking a quick break and come back with the national report and the weather. And for those of you who have not yet done so, we are asking of you to please go ahead and share the business so that other people get an opportunity to see that we are live.
Refresh and win. Refresh and win $10,000 cash with Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola. Yes, you could be the lucky winner of $10,000 cash when you enjoy a 591 ml or 355 ml Coca-Cola original taste or 591 ml Sprite. Look under the special yellow cap to find your unique code and text to 423-1131 or enter via the web portal lnq.in/Coca-ColaGD to win weekly cash prizes, grocery vouchers, meal vouchers, mobile credits, free Coca-Cola, or the grand prize of $10,000 cash. Refresh and enter as often as you like. Coca-Cola. Open for better. Terms and conditions apply. Visit Coca-Cola Grenada on Facebook and Instagram for details. Please follow all COVID-19 protocols when redeeming prizes.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom.
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 143-114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
This month, make it all about her with a gift from Courts. Shop today and enjoy up to 30% off selected rugs, accessories, and more. Get the most stylish appliances, home furnishings, and more. Plus, shop today with Ready Finance and we'll pay your first and last installment. You can also shop online at www.shopcourts.com for the same great savings. So make it all about her with something special from Courts. Courts, bringing value home.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Safe, effective COVID-19 vaccines will offer protection against the virus, helping to prevent death and serious illness. But how do they actually work? Like other vaccines, such as the flu shot, COVID-19 vaccines will be given with a needle. This triggers an immune response in the body, which is the body's natural way of defending itself. The vaccine will strengthen your immune system by training it to recognise and fight against the virus that causes COVID-19. Vaccines may contain either killed or weakened versions of the virus that causes the disease, or a small part of the virus, such as a protein. There is no risk that you will get the disease from a vaccine. When your immune system recognises this virus or parts of it in the vaccine as being foreign, it responds by creating memory cells and antibodies that will protect you against future infection or disease. As a result, you'll be less likely to have severe COVID-19 symptoms after a vaccination.
All right, family members, and that's it right there. And before we go to the national report, we'd like to encourage everyone, if you have not yet done so, it's important that you please go ahead and share the live so that other people gets to know. And again, a reminder that you can check out our Facebook, follow our Facebook page if you have not yet done so. For people who are saying that they do not get notifications, I think it's important that you follow or like our page so that you get that instant notification once we come on. The same applies to YouTube as well. We now take you to the national report.
Police seek public's assistance in locating man who breached entry protocols. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, June 1st, 2021, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. The Royal Grenada Police Force is seeking the assistance of the general public in locating a Grenadian who recently breached the country's entry protocols. A RGPF press release issued Tuesday identifies Jimmy Braveboy as the person of interest. Braveboy, a Grenadian national who resided in Trinidad and Tobago, failed to enter the country at a prescribed port of entry and also failed to adhere to the quarantine procedures on entry into the country. According to the police release, Braveboy entered the island of Petite Martinique via a fishing vessel, then later traveled on the Osprey lines to mainland Grenada. On Tuesday, during the government's weekly post-cabinet press briefing, Health and Social Security Minister Honorable Nicholas Steele said the ministry is concerned about the possible threat this individual poses to Grenada. He encouraged Grenadians to remain vigilant and not become complacent, particularly since the current vaccination rate is not enough to protect the population against an outbreak or community spread of COVID-19. According to Minister Steele, all it takes is one individual to change the status quo in the entire country.
We have one individual that came in from, we just said, we're looking for someone that came in from Trinidad. If that person happens to be positive with that strain and has been at large since Saturday, then we quite likely have lost control of the situation. And that individual would have infected enough individuals by now to cause an outbreak here in Grenada. It only takes one. We've said that consistently. It only takes one. However, if that individual interacted with persons who were fully vaccinated, then we are safe and we can breathe easily. And we're asking persons to come forward with information, if they do have it, to the Royal Grenada Police Force or the Ministry of Health.
Anyone with information relative to the whereabouts of Jimmy Braveboy is asked to contact the nearest police station or the Ministry of Health. Minister Steele revealed that the police are also investigating another male who forged his vaccination information to obtain a reduced quarantine period.
It's a male individual who has Grenadian as well as U.S. citizenship. And when he came in, he forged the date, or we know for a fact that he forged the date at which he got vaccinated in order to qualify for the 48-hour quarantine period. And we are investigating as to whether he forged the entire document or not. But he is being accused. We have information to show that he forged the date of his vaccination, or his second dose vaccination.
Quarantine facilities in Grenada will face removal from the Ministry of Health's approved quarantine facility list if their employees are not fully vaccinated. June 1, 2021 was the deadline given by the Ministry of Health for all quarantine facilities to ensure that their staff members are fully vaccinated. The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the Grenada Tourism Authority, last week embarked on the inspection of various quarantine sites across the island, a process geared towards ensuring that the workers and quarantine individuals remain safe. Starting on Wednesday, the Ministry of Health will begin issuing warning letters to properties that are not in full compliance with this stipulation. If remedial action is not immediately taken, these properties will be delisted as quarantine facilities effective Friday, June 4, 2021. Health Minister Nicholas Steele explained that a quarantine facility can be reinstated when it complies with the requirement to ensure that all persons employed at the facility are vaccinated. At Tuesday's post-cabinet press briefing, the minister also provided clarification on the approval list maintained by the Ministry of Health and the Grenada Tourism Authority. The GTA list identifies properties which have completed the relevant training of staff and have been certified for opening. In the case of hotels, this applies to homestay guests only. The Ministry of Health list, on the other hand, specifically identifies properties that are recognized as quarantine facilities. The minister further explained that a facility may be removed from the Ministry of Health's approved list, but still be allowed to remain on the GTA's list.
We'll again have more sites now, regrettably, in the next week or so, that will fall off the list of the Ministry of Health, because they are not fully vaccinated, but still will remain on the list for the GTA. In other words, individuals can stay there after they have cleared their quarantine. Or those of us here in Grenada can choose to homestay, to do a staycation at one of those sites. So that's the difference in the criteria.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Protect yourself and our community from COVID-19. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol. Use a tissue when blowing your nose, sneezing, or coughing. Immediately discard the tissue properly and wash or sanitize your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Let's do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. To stay up to date, visit the Government of Grenada's webpage or the Ministry of Health's Facebook page. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's hotline by calling 53 virus. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. The People's Republic of China has made a donation of furniture to the St. George's Methodist and the St. George's Anglican Junior School. Chinese Ambassador to Grenada, His Excellency Wei Hongxian, who was joined by the parliamentary representative for the parish, Honorable Peter David, handed over the furniture to the principals. The ambassador cited the importance of developing the education sector in the country.
Education is the foundation of the future of a nation. So investment in education means a lot. China and Grenada has been enjoying a very good relationship for the past 16 years. And China has been lending support to Grenada. And we have many practical cooperation in many sectors, including education sectors. So we are sure that China will continue to provide support to the education sector of Grenada, and we will join hands to deepen the cooperation in many sectors, including education sectors.
Parliamentary representative for the town of St. George, Peter David, thanked the People's Republic of China for its continued support to Grenada and the country's education sector.
On behalf of the government, on behalf of the people, on behalf of the students, I want to say to you that you can rely on us.
Thank you.
In the government, in the constituencies, among the people, to continue to have that excellent relationship with the People's Republic of China. The relationship now is as solid as ever. From the kids to the parents, the People's Republic is seen as a true friend. I want to thank you, and for you to express to your government, to express to your foreign ministry, to your education ministry, how grateful we are and how much we look forward to further cooperation.
Principal of the St. George's Anglican School, Asha Bailey, said her school has a student population of 289 and has faced a challenge to house many students. She said the furniture will help to remedy this problem.
Yesterday, after packing up the furniture, we realized that we had so much extra space in the allotted space for the grade 3s, right? The furniture, they are much smaller than what was there previously. And so we are seeing that the children are easy to maneuver throughout the classes. One of the teachers even mentioned yesterday, Miss, I wish that the entire school had these furniture. We are truly hoping that we can get some more, especially given our unique situation, right? Words alone cannot say how grateful we are for this. It truly touched our heart in a special way.
Finally, in the news, National Insurance Scheme contributors 21 years and older can now apply for mortgage loans. A minimum of EC 10,000 will be loaned to those who are eligible. The loan will be given for construction, repair, remodel, refinance, and purchase of property to include land only and consolidation. Nicole Frank, Senior Mortgage Clerk of NIS, who was a guest on the GIS Spice Morning Show recently, said this is a part of the commitment made to enhance the lives and livelihood of the population.
Once you are a contributor, you can make application. We are saying that you have to be 21 years old and be employed for at least 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah? And you must be a resident citizen of Grenada. In the case of a joint application, for example, persons in the diaspora who would want to apply, you would have to have an applicant, a co-applicant who lives and works here. Your eligibility is determined by two variables, your monthly income and your age. Because for loans dealing with building, any loans dealing with building, we use 40% of your income to calculate your DSR, your debt service ratio. That determines your eligibility. And for land loans, we use 35% of your income. So your age and Your age, and your income determines how much you can get.
Interest rates are as low as 4.75%. Consumer loans are also accessible to the public.
There are some qualifying factors. For example, we look at your debt service ratio, your ability to repay. We look at the loan to value ratio. We look at your credit worthiness. So these credit scores combined come together to determine what rate of interest is applied.
For more information about the loans, the Mortgage Department of the NIS can be contacted on telephone number 440-3309 or emailed on mortgage@nisgrenada.org. That story just ended the national report for Tuesday, June 1st, 2021. Recapping the top story, police seek public assistance in locating man who breached entry protocols. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Christian Mitchell, thanking you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much, Chrisanne, and the rest of the GIS team. Here now is a look at the weather for tonight. It's expected to be generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with the isolated early morning shower. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be about 25.5 degrees Celsius. Again, that's a bit warm. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. And that's your weather report for tonight. And before we wrap him up, let's say hello to Kimo, Joycelyn, Ezran, Sophia, Mom, Lintona. I am happy that you guys have landed safely. We already start missing you guys. All right. Well, hoping to have you guys again sometime soon. Rolander, Ezran, and Noreen, hello to you, and Joyous, and Amika, hello to you as well. And did I say Ankita? Hello to you. And Shireen and Della. And the usual suspects always on the program. We say hello to you as well. And who else is with Michelle and Cassie, Brenda, Kireen. Who else is with us? Everyone else, man. We would like to say thank you for watching, and we'll touch base again. Ventress, hello to you. We'll touch base again tomorrow, God's willing, same time, same place. Take care. Oh, join me, WFM Radio, tomorrow morning, God's willing. I'll be there from 6 a.m. just about. All right. So take care, guys. Have a good one. See you soon. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No. Take care.